Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Into the Breach, where today we're finishing this up. I think we've got it. I think we're as ready as we're getting here. We got the bonus damage. We got, of course, Morgan, very powerful. Yeah, all of our stuff feels right. And the +1 use on this might have been nice to have, but yeah, okay. Full power, 14% grid defense, reasonably killy mechs, good non-murder options. I have some confidence. That said, I do kind of hate this mission. Or at least the setup phase of this mission. Because you really, it feels like you could never really have a sense of how to set up. So we got a Hornet leader and a Firefly leader. Not great news, in fact. Okay, that's not so bad, though. Yeah, I was hoping to draw some attention between the two of them, but, you know, obviously that was prior to the knowledge that the game was going to spawn a power pylon right there. So we have about 15 enemies hitting power pylons in various ways. How do we deal with any of this? So I can run down here. The EM railgun only pierces killed enemies. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say, like, if we did some damage to this guy, possibly with the laser shooting through to kill that guy as well, then the EM railgun pierces these two and puts this one at low HP, and that's something, I guess, but what I would really love, would help a lot, is if we could move the Firefly leader onto this space. Sadly, we cannot, because our pulling tools are extremely subpar. Our pulls and pushes and whatnot. How do we deal with this? Well, okay, here's the thought. If we have the laser mech just go somewhere else, using the pull mech to move the digger up to here saves us from both the digger attack and the alpha blorb attack. So that's something. Unfortunately, that is equivalent to only disrupting one attack, actually. Because of the fact that they are both attacking the same building. This is the thing we most need to deal with. I guess, actually, okay. If I do shoot the laser through here, how much damage is that? It's 3? Okay, if I do shoot the laser through here, we kill this dude, we break the rock, we do 2 damage to you, then I use the pull mech to go to the spot where the rock is now, pull it forward, and then I use the laser mech to, or the bulk mech to come down. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Obviously. Fun way to use that in a misclick. And then we have the charge mech come down here and we fire the EM thing. It will kill these 2 units. It'll kill this unit. This thing will actually die to the Firefly damage in that case. And then we are still taking 4 grid damage. But I think that's actually the best play we have. No, actually, it kills... Sorry. That's no good because this thing and the crab both hit Morgan in that case, and we certainly are not going to be able to get through this down a pilot. It does really suck that nothing here is yeah, this is a really rough one. The shield projector is very bad here. Like we could throw it over these two buildings, but it only actually protects one of them because this one's getting double attacked. Nothing here is vulnerable to the attack reversal because everything that matters is attacking on all sides anyway. We're definitely going to have to just body block this attack, I guess. If we moved around to here... we can't get the EM shot through to this guy without... these rocks are in incredibly frustrating positions for preventing us from pulling the enemies who need to be pulled. This thing pierces enemies that it doesn't kill, right? Yes, okay. I'm sort of wondering about just like backing up and taking the shot here, even though that sucks a huge amount. The thing is, I don't think Morgan has a real play. The fact that all of the enemies that Morgan can reach cannot have their attacks reversed makes this really awkward. Oh wait, that plan where we push through these things, I'm sorry, Morgan wouldn't die. Because the crab will be dead. As will this thing. Morgan would take 3 damage, which is not ideal, but it does work. Yeah, alright, I think I'm just gonna do it. I do not like it. I really do think taking 4 damage was the absolute best play we had, though. Much of a bummer as that is. Okay. Oh, wow. That was very lucky. We got the block. We got ourselves down to 2 actual enemies. Oh, and they're both dead to the environment. This rules. Okay. Very, very good news. So we're just gonna have you move over here and execute a pull. You're gonna stand there. You're gonna stand here. It is a shame that this works the way it does, where oh, the boost actually, I don't think I had realized that boosted affects healing. I knew that when you used boost, it expended or when you used the heal, it expended your boost, but I don't think we've actually been low enough on health to notice the extra point of healing. It's actually potentially quite relevant. Okay, so I mean, I really want to just charge mech this thing. I guess I could just kill this one with the charge mech. If I do that, though, it's not a good idea to leave this Scion alive, right? The Scion Tyrant. This is the damage one, right? Yeah. Oh, what am I talking about? I can... Is it at the end of the... No, the Scion Tentacle is before attacks. So if I just run you over here and have you pull the Hornet, we don't actually survive. Well, you know what? So the defense mech has to kind of bail. But actually... Oh, I'm not allowed to drop that on myself? That's a shame. Four? Yeah, you know what I think I do is... I think I run down here. Have you repair. Use this. Oh, I can't use it on the space adjacent? Shit. Well, then you just have to repair. And that's a lot of damage. Everybody on the team is at 1 HP, and we have 3 enemies alive. I would absolutely have rolled that back and tried it a different way if I hadn't had to use my reset turn on me literally just pressing the wrong mouse button earlier. Okay, we got a scorpion spawn, which I'm not super happy about. But at least it's on fire already. Okay, so the charge mech can't attack this turn, which is pretty devastating. Also, it's exceedingly poor sportsmanship for them to have put an environmental death tile underneath Morgan. That sucks a lot. Oh, you know what? I actually can just sacrifice this pilot because it's the last turn and they're invulnerable. Yeah, invulnerable doesn't come up all that often. It is neat when it does. So you have 5 HP, and turning you around doesn't do anything. So I'm taking 2 damage. There's no way for us to deal with all of the enemies. The defense mech can easily solve either of them, but not both. Morgan can't do anything meaningful to any of them, because again, turning this guy around doesn't actually help. And we could like charge this guy off, but if I do that, then there's no way to stop you, because doing that means that we have to have Silica rescue Morgan, and Morgan can't reach this thing anyway. So yeah, we're taking 2 damage here no matter what, I think. So close. You know what? I can at least choose which 2 damage we take. Or maybe I knew those were the lucky pylons the whole time? I cannot believe we hit that 14% twice in the same fight. That's wild. If we win this, it's going to feel very unearned, and I'm still going to accept it. So yeah, because this is a because this counts as a wholly separate battle, the mech gets respawned, and because our pilot's invulnerable, you know, they just do invulnerable stuff. Yep, that's pretty good. That's really annoying. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies hitting buildings. We can use the defense mech to like shield these two. Deal with a portion of our problem in a pretty serious way right there. The fact that the rocks are right where they are makes this guy probably unstoppable, which is bad news, which is lose the game type news. Yeah, wow. The game dropping these are essentially around him may have killed us, actually. Is this survivable? It's not, right? Okay, so we can use Morgan plus the railgun to kill these two enemies. We can shield these two. This guy deals 4 damage, putting us on 1 HP. And we don't get to block the spawn. But I think that may literally be the only way we can get this done. And it does get rid of the Firefly leader, which is definitely high value. Yeah, that's... I gotta tell you. I was talking about how a victory wouldn't feel earned, but after the 2 lucky power things, but actually a victory would not have been possible without both of those lucky power saves. I didn't see a way to avoid basically any of the damage there. Like, any of the damage that we actually took, we had to take, as far as I could tell. Okay, so the Renfield bomb does have 3 HP, so we don't necessarily have to deal with this. It's easy enough to pull this guy onto this thing. It feels like that's got to be the right solution. Unfortunately, that's only 1 damage. So I think that the only thing Morgan can do is save this. So actually, I have to use... Yeah, okay. This is tricky then. Well, we're all taking 1 for sure. Actually, I don't see a way of winning. How do we win? Because I can't kill this guy anymore. Both of our units who could potentially just kill him have to stand in the tentacle space to do so, and either one of them doing that loses us the game for sure. There's no way we get through 2 turns of only having 2 pilots. So the only viable move then is using the defense mech. But if I use the defense mech is literally the only one of us who can deal with this Alpha Firefly. We do not have another solution to that. So yeah, I think the game just kind of decided that it was over, and we just have to live with that decision. It does not feel like I actually had much of a chance here. Because standing here, I would only do 3 damage. Yeah. I mean, it's not over yet, because we can do the charge and die strategy, but and we're going to have to. It's the only way to survive the turn, is one of these two dying. But it is very bad. The shield projector wouldn't do anything because the unit's going to be removed from the table. It's not going to take damage. It's just going to be completely pulled out. Oh, actually, this kills the Renfield bomb too. This is like a total non-solution because this thing's going to do 3 to it and this thing's going to do 1. So... well, no, we can turn the attack around, I suppose. Like... how do we survive from here? This does at least get us a block, but next turn... and this guy's killing himself. But next turn, we still have 3 enemies and only 2 people up. And the turn after that, it's going to be considerably worse. With no way for us to stop it from getting worse. But I legitimately don't see another solution. The good news is Urbana's not actually dead. The bad news is the tank is dead for 2 turns, which is the thing we really can't afford to be true. Okay, well, you know, I appreciate the Scorpion not trying to get anything done. Do you have low enough health that I would... yes, I can just kill you. Yeah. And if Silica's problem solution doesn't involve healing Silica or killing this thing somehow, Silica is also dead. I mean, that's just going to kill us right now anyway. We have 4 movement. Yeah, I'm looking at this and noodling through it, and I think there is exactly one solution that results in no buildings getting hit, and it involves Morgan's attack has to be this, and then Morgan's dead. And this mech is dead to Scion damage. Yeah, I mean, we were doomed, obviously, from the moment that we were required to kill one of our existing pilots. This was not fair. This particular mission, I don't know for sure that it was beatable. Honestly, the way they lined everything up, the way they handed towers over to the enemies, like, I think this was probably literally unstoppable. I'm just really frantically looking for anything I'm missing here. Here's what has the tiniest possible chance of winning. So if I shield you, I think this is legitimately a better shot than anything else we've got here, and it's just we need the 14% grid defense to fire a third time in a row. And then also, you know, next turn was going to have to... something truly miraculous was going to have to occur. That's fucked up. That is the most brutal... that is the most brutal mission of any kind I have ever seen. Okay, so obviously we're taking Morgan through. I mean... let's give it one more go? The skilled and conservative is, like, actually a pretty powerful... a skilled conservative Morgan... it's a pretty powerful pilot to send through. Let's give it one more go with this team. If we can't get him on this one, maybe we will leave this team behind and we'll come back to him later. So, I'm looking for low health enemies. This is 223. They have regen from the Scion, but I think we can work with that. The key is to just not leave them alive to take advantage of the regen. Okay, the hacking facility mission sucks very much. Let's start with this. Let's try to get our grid defense up. These things have 3 move. Alright, I am definitely concerned. Are they really... none of them are going to stand in the ice storm? Wow, okay. Oh, we got one! So, 3 enemies, 3 different enemies targeting the power plant. So without a point of bonus damage, I can only kill both of these if... there's literally no way to stop them from destroying the power plant on the first turn. Right? Because we would have to deal with all 3 of these attacks. But with the starting armaments, that means using 3 different mechs to solve the problem. And we can't because of the Scorpion. And had we moved such that we would have been able to, regardless of the scorpion, then it would have been impossible for us to deal with them anyway, because the charge mech would have had to have been so far back here that it couldn't have accessed. Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? It feels like we are being dealt, for the most part, much more difficult situations as this squad than we were as any other squad. Uh, 223 with the boost mech, that's not too terrible. 233, 133. Yeah, I guess. Okay, we can like open things up with the artillery support mission. That seems pretty good. So I don't love the amount of artillery they have, obviously. Highly problematic. Fireflies, at least you can, you know, interact with them. Also, super weird that the Firefly's not even trying to deal any damage. Alright, so we got a couple of enemies targeting things that don't matter. Your attack is really easy to stop. Can't see any reason we would do anything other than that. I don't want to just have Morgan kill them both, because, you know, wasted XP. But I do believe that it is necessary. And then you get to do 2 damage to somebody, and I don't think it really matters who. I guess I am more annoyed. Oh, right. Set myself on fire if I do that. Okay, never mind. We'll do this one. Because I would take damage. The self-damage part of it would happen inside the forest tile. Aw, why'd you have to move? I am not in love with the charge mech being back down to 3 health. We gotta fix that in the near future, probably. It is actually complicating. I really wanted to pull this thing into the drink. I guess, you know, this is fine. May as well just kill the boost scion. You need to come down here and repair. And now we can murder safely. Yeah, points of HP on that the charge mech are like imperative. Alright, up to full power. It's far too early to call it a good sign, but I am happy to see it. This map can be very, very good sometimes. I suspect it is not going to be the case with all of the artillery. Okay, well, certainly gonna start with this. That's definitely too good to ignore. Careful not to take damage while standing in the forest. The tile being on fire would be great. The tank being on fire, somewhat less so. All right, I can just tank the shot. I think it's worth it to be standing here. Okay, and all we have to do is get one more. It's a real bummer that I can't block a spawn here. I guess. Lets me at least use the charge mech next turn. Right. That guy's dead to fire, that guy's dead to fire. And then it's just like, how do we solve this nerd? The answer is probably that we don't. We just don't bother. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to do anything more than that. You're gonna roll forward and repair, I suppose. You're gonna not even be able to assign. Oh, I guess I could stand here and throw a shield up, which I'm not gonna do for hopefully obvious reasons. Pretty good XP over these first couple of battles. Actually, hold on. Undo. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Alright, we'll just pull you into the ocean. And then let this thing die from fire damage. For a second there, I thought I was going to be able to pull the scarab into the ocean. Just get more of the large burst of XP onto people who actually need it. So destroy the dam. You know, air support's nice, and if we could get a little bit of grid defense, sometimes you can get miraculously lucky. Only sometimes, but it's, you know, it's a start. Unfortunately on this one, I don't really think there was much of a way to influence the enemy positioning. Are you all really not going to stand in the airstrike, like, even a little bit? Come on. Well, the good news is there's only one enemy who's actually attacking something that we have to protect. Although, depending on what we do with this firefly, things could get a little weird. I guess I can block. Yeah, that feels like the right way. And then you can come down here and get blown up. Alright. At least we have a relatively easy second turn. I mean, obviously we can just Morgan the thing. And that's probably even what yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Should stop acting like there's any chance I was gonna do anything else. Alright, if we can keep cleaning the table like that, I think we're in pretty okay shape. Well, that was exceedingly lucky. You can just repair. I can't stand on spawns and deal damage to enemies in the process. I was kind of hoping to run down here and kill this guy so the firefly kills that one and we're left with only one actual previous enemy, but maybe it's better to just block a spawn. I don't get to shoot if I do that. Yeah. I think I am actually going to call it there. I'm going to not repair, even though I am missing a point of HP, because I want to maintain my boost. Damn it, Alpha Hornet. The part of that that's frustrating is that we know from a lot of experience that it would have just stayed right here under a lot of circumstances. So you just have to... You just have to get clear and heal. We managed to push him into the airstrikes a couple of times. Sadly, nobody went in of their own volition. Alright, a little bit of grid defense. Our first reactor. Yeah, I think it's gotta be here, and we just started as health. It's too powerful not to. Defend the tanks. Okay. I feel like we can go for this. So... Really, really wish that right tank wasn't so far forward. And the tanks don't move for the first, like, 2 turns, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Okay, well this is fucking really horrible. Okay, so we can solve these two. Although I maybe could have ordered that differently. Actually, no, I don't think I could have. If I'd moved the charge back here and attacked first, push you out, then instead of shielding this thing, or instead of pulling the enemy, I could have shielded the tank, but the tank's going to take... No, the tank's going to take damage from too many sources. Here, I guess the thing I can do is this. Not even really, actually. I want to do some damage and I want to start that fire, but I cannot block this space, sadly. Sorry, we're going to take our 2 grid damage. Push you down there to languish on block. I don't think they turn on next turn either. I think it's the turn after that. Ridiculously enough. Really wish I had one more move. Well, I guess this thing's dead anyway, right? Yeah, all we have to do is foil it now and it'll burn to death before it ever gets another attack off. You step to there. Get that kill. This other one, however, is doing a good job of being in places where it's really annoying to deal with. Alright, the tank attack does no damage, right? It's just a push. Okay, I can work with that. So... you can go ahead and sift through the rubble very forcefully. I think I want to stay on this side of the puzzle, have the 2 tanks devoted to the same like quadrant. It's probably a bad idea. Okay, so you're already dead. It does kind of feel like there's just not a ton at this point to do. Yeah, we can endure that. And then you still have like a whole turn. Can't pull this guy forward into the fog as much as that would be fun. I guess I can do this. Okay, one more artillery, not a big deal. Yeah, right? There's no reason to get fancy. Okay, mission... mission over. Morgan is kind of killing me, taking all this XP that it doesn't even have use for. Okay, finisher and generally not very exciting stuff. Okay, now we do have the Tumblebug leader here who can for sure be a challenge sometimes. I'm going to try to gate access to the area that the building is in for as long as I can. Alright, nobody is attacking the corporate tower at the very least. So... I mean, I'm very strongly feeling this move. Yeah, I think we can just have the laser mech jump in front of this. Well, I mean, there's no reason to, you know what I mean. Murder it. Murder it with reckless abandon. But if that's true, what are we doing over here? Yeah, this is a little tricky. I guess what we can have Nadia do here is just shield these buildings up. Alright. Not quite as much death as I like to see on the first turn. Wait, how did I... I just wasn't thinking ahead enough, and I totally let that... Ugh. It was fine before my turn ended, when everybody was positioned differently. This really sucks because if I can get around to here, this shot's incredible. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh no, it makes the shot bottom out at 2 damage. I hadn't really been thinking about that. I was just kind of assuming that the boost applied to this weapon would push the range at which it falls down to 1 down some. But yeah, that's really interesting. Okay. I can't actually do anything though. Like, we're gonna take a... Do the rocks do 1 damage when they explode? Okay. Just the 1. So we're gonna take 3 grid damage here this turn, though, in a way that's completely unpreventable. Yeah, because of the way the enemies ended up arranging themselves. Well, that's very annoying. At least this does 1 damage to the boss and sets him on fire. I mean, this is pretty alright. Yeah, and then, unfortunately... I can stop this attack from destroying these 2 buildings, and I must. But our charge mech is now out of commission. 1 HP and on fire, and I mean, I guess I could just let it die. I guess it's better it dies than the run dies, but okay, they're not going to make it come to that, which I really appreciate. Well, that sucked. That was fully my own fault as well, like just not thinking through the full implications of my actions. The good news is we perfect islanded, so we're going to be offered a pilot. Okay, and Kai Miller's good too. This is a cool weapon, but I think we gotta take Kai. And we gotta swap Kai onto here. Morgan can pilot this one. Oh right, I forgot. Invulnerable. Well, I still actually really like taking Kai. Obviously, Kai can't pilot the charge mech, but should be very good on this mech. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell the invulnerable pilot. Actually, I wonder if invulnerable is better than finisher on a mech that natively has 2 health and doesn't deal damage. Finisher is just bonus move on the last turn. Yeah, you know what? I think I do think that's probably the case. That's fine, I guess, but if we just donate this pilot, we can buy 3 reactors, and I feel like... Should it be 3 reactors, or should it be 2 reactors and a bunch of power? Okay, well, it's definitely at least that. We could go back to full power here. I think we got to just take the boost of ineffectiveness and then solve our power problems next island. So we probably do that, right? Because we don't with Morgan having skilled, we probably don't need a reactor on this anymore. And then like maybe bonus move to eventually become plus damage. But obviously, like, the boost is going to help quite a lot on that front. Oof. I don't know, y'all. I'm definitely concerned about... Not sure I made the right choice. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This was just a brutal episode. We took such a beating, and so much of it felt like I couldn't see a way out of so much of it. Ugh. Just terrible. All right. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time tomorrow, you know, the robot stuff, robots and bugs, and this time winning. Probably. Can you hear the confidence in my voice? And we'll see you then.